What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here, bringing you this week's edition of Stompbox Saturday. And on the Stomp It block today, we have the Way Huge Blue Hippo Mark II. Yes, bringing back another much beloved Way Huge design from its original era into the modern age. Now, you're probably wondering, what sets Mark II apart from the original? Well, on the surface, they look exactly the same. You have your basic two knobs for analog chorus, speed and depth. Pretty simple. And of course you have your bypass foot switch. But where it differentiates itself from its predecessor is the vibe switch. Now, vibe is not going to get you the sound of a univibe. It eliminates your dry signal to take your chorusing into the vibrato territory, giving you that sickeningly undulating warble that, well, I've come to love myself. So what you heard me playing at the top of the video were the settings that I usually like to use. I find it works well for the clean stuff as well as the distorted stuff. I basically keep the speed around 9 o'clock on the dial and straight up at 12 noon on the depth. I find that that works best for most of the chorus applications that I need. I'll go ahead and play around with that a little bit more so you can hear how that sounds. On cleans, you get that slight boost and shimmer to the high end in your playing. It lends that nice subtle motion, just a nice even balance. It lends a different kind of quality to a clean channel. Now, switching back to the dirty, I find that this helps thicken things up a little bit. First I'll play a riff without, and then I'll bring it in. Very nice. Now, of course, my settings aren't the only sound that this pedal is capable of. So let's go ahead, turn these knobs, and see what else we can come up with. One of the quirks I find with the Blue Hippo is that the speed knob comes in, well, really fast. I'll show you what I mean. I've upped the depth to about 2 o'clock on the dial. We're going to start with the speed at 12 noon, turn it back counterclockwise, and then go up clockwise so you can hear the range of it. If you go really slow, it almost gets flangey. Okay, that's a little too fast for my taste, but you get the idea. This thing goes from really slow to really fast in a very short amount of time. So when it comes to the faster choruses, I like to just leave the speed at 12 o'clock. If I get too far over that, I find that, for my playing at least, it doesn't really work. But leaving the depth at about 2 or 3 o'clock on the dial, I find is that magic space where it's not overtaking your playing too much, and it's not really going to leave any sort of artifacts behind. have come to the point where we see what makes the Blue Hippo Mark II different from its predecessor, and that's the vibe switch. Now, what happens when you turn on the vibe? Well, essentially, it cuts out your dry signal from the effect completely, and you're only getting the wet effect part of the sound. It might not sound like that at first, but the more that you play around with it, the more you start to get, oh yeah, I think that's what it's doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit without the pedal on. Turn it on in chorus mode, and then after that, turn on the vibe mode. And you can hear how it changes. Well, there you have it, everybody. There is your look at the Way Huge Blue Hippo Mark II. I hope you guys can find these now because they were, last time I checked, limited to 900 pieces worldwide. Don't ask me, I don't make the rules, that's just the way it goes. But I'm very happy I came across it. It is a very, very lovely analog chorus, bonehead simple to use, and quite frankly, even if vibrato is not your thing, I don't think you're going to find a bad tone on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Way Huge Blue Hippo Mark II, and let me know what you thought. Shoot me a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Sean Pierce Johnson here, wishing you good tone and happy stomping. Cheers, my friends.